Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Quiet Riddle. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to chill out with us today. By the way, if you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at Drizzler Works Music, or just click on the link in this video. Your support helps other good people like yourself. So with that said, have you ever wondered why certain people seem to be magnets for controversy? No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter how harmless or well-intentioned their actions may be, some individuals can make the simplest statement and somehow ignite an emotional wildfire. Others can post a single photo and end up with an entire comment section erupting like a volcano. And it leaves you wondering, what is it about them? Why does the world react this way to certain personalities? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology behind why some people attract controversy the way metal attracts a magnet. And here's the twist. It's not always because they're doing something wrong. Sometimes it's because their personality traits trigger very specific reactions in the people around them. It's not about drama for drama's sake. It's about psychology, perception, emotional wounds, and the invisible social rules most people never talk about. Let's break it down. First, controversy often forms around people with high-intensity personalities. These individuals don't necessarily try to be loud, bold, or provocative. Their energy simply carries more weight than the average person's. Intense personalities communicate with conviction, certainty, and emotional clarity. They don't hesitate. They don't dilute their thoughts. They don't soften their tone to make others comfortable. They speak with the type of presence that cuts straight through the noise, and this alone can create tension. Why? Because many people are uncomfortable around those who seem emotionally self-sufficient. When someone speaks with confidence, it forces others to confront their own insecurities. It makes them feel exposed. And when people feel exposed, they defend themselves, often by attacking the one who triggered the feeling. A confident personality becomes a mirror that reveals other people's self-doubt, and not everyone appreciates that reflection. Second, controversy sticks to personalities who display radical honesty. You know the type. They don't play social games. They don't sugarcoat. They don't try to impress or manipulate. They say things as they are without bending the truth to protect egos or maintain a false peace. While this honesty can be refreshing, it can also be deeply uncomfortable to those who rely on polite deception to navigate the world. When someone speaks openly, it disrupts the unwritten agreement that everyone is supposed to stay in their lanes, avoid sensitive topics, and keep the emotional temperature low. People who speak honestly and consistently stand out because they break that unspoken contract. And the moment someone breaks a social rule, others feel threatened. Controversy doesn't come from the words themselves. It comes from the fact that someone dared to speak them. Third, controversy follows personalities who refuse to blend in. Individuals like this often have a strong sense of identity, how they think, how they dress, how they view the world. And in a society that celebrates uniqueness but punishes those who actually live it, standing out is risky. People who are authentically themselves challenge the invisible pressure to conform. They remind others of the parts of themselves they've suppressed. And anytime someone lives with a freedom that others deny themselves, jealousy enters the room. But jealousy rarely introduces itself honestly. Instead, it disguises itself as criticism, moral outrage, or concern. And so the person who simply lives authentically becomes the villain in someone else's unresolved story. Fourth, controversy is attracted to those who have emotional depth. Not sensitivity in the fragile sense, but depth in the sense of perceiving small details, noticing motives, and reading between the lines. These people are difficult to fool. You can't easily manipulate them. They notice when someone is lying. They notice tension other people ignore. Their intuition is sharp, and their silence is observant. People who operate with this level of emotional awareness make others uncomfortable because they can't be easily controlled or deceived. Some personalities are lightning rods simply because others can sense, consciously or unconsciously, that they can't be played. And when someone knows you see right through them, their instinctive reaction is to push you away, discredit you, or stir controversy to distract from their own discomfort. Fifth, controversy gravitates toward those who carry themselves with inner independence. These people are not fueled by external validation. They don't rely on approval, status, or social acceptance to feel grounded. They can operate alone. They can think alone. They can succeed alone. And in a world where most people depend heavily on social belonging, independence feels threatening. Not because it is wrong, but because it's rare. When someone acts from a place of inner autonomy, others project their fears onto them. They get labeled as arrogant, cold, aloof, or intimidating. Not because they are, but because independence highlights other people's emotional dependence. And again, when people feel exposed, controversy emerges as a defense mechanism. Sixth, some personalities attract controversy because they challenge dominant belief systems without even trying. They live in a way that contradicts popular opinions, social norms, or widely accepted mindsets. When someone's lifestyle or worldview deviates too far from the mainstream, society reacts. And even if the person never tries to convert anyone or speak from a pedestal, simply existing outside of the norm can create friction. People who behave differently force others to question their assumptions. And questioning assumptions is uncomfortable. Controversy becomes a tool to avoid self-reflection. Seventh, controversy follows people who are deeply purpose-driven. When your life has a direction, when your choices are intentional, and when your time and energy are not easily influenced, you naturally become polarizing. Purpose introduces boundaries. Boundaries limit access, and limited access creates resentment. People with purpose are often misunderstood because they don't make themselves available to everyone. They're selective about what deserves their attention, and in a world where people expect instant access to your presence, your attention, your emotions, refusing to be constantly available is treated almost like a personal insult. Finally, some personalities attract controversy simply because they are unpredictable. Not chaotic, just not easily categorized. Society prefers labels. It prefers people who fit a mold, follow a script, or behave the way everyone expects. But when someone has dimension, layers, contradictions, or growth that doesn't match their earlier self, others feel unsteady. And when people feel unsteady, they respond with suspicion, confusion, or criticism. The truth is this: the individuals who attract the most controversy are often the ones who think deeply, feel deeply, and live deeply. They create impact by simply existing. They awaken emotions in people who haven't processed their own. They challenge the comfort zones that society silently depends on, and they illuminate truths that many people would rather leave in the dark. Controversy is not always a sign that someone is wrong. Sometimes it's a sign that someone is alive in a way others have not allowed themselves to be. If you've ever felt like you attract conflict, judgment, misunderstanding, or emotional reactions without even trying, it might be because you carry a personality that the world isn't used to handling. You are not the problem. Your presence simply activates what others haven't dealt with yet, and that in itself is a sign of power. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.